Off the Rim. Off the Rim. The #1 college basketball show. We're live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern, giving you the best college basketball breakdowns and best bets. Live with your favorite cappers, Alpha Dog Bets, Slam the Bookie, Hefe Picks, and Big Brain Bets. Let's cash with the boys. Tune in and subscribe.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Off the Rim. We are back. We took a little hiatus to make sure that we get to talk to you for the next 3 days. We're here today. We're here tomorrow, and we're going to be here Friday, bringing you through all the conference tournaments and right into March Madness. Alpha, Slam, BBB, fellas, welcome back.
Good to be back. Good to be back. Enjoying the early game. We have a little Syracuse blowout potentially watching on the TV right now, getting us all hyped for the big slate today. Slammy, how you doing, my friend? And happy belated birthday. Welcome back.
And to you too, brother. Alpha.
Thank you,
yes,
sir.
Alpha and I have almost the same birthday, man. Feels good to be back, boys. Especially on the college basketball show, man. Huge slate today, guys. BBB, how you doing today, man?
Hey, I'm pumped, guys. Conference tourneys are finally starting, which, that's when we start getting the March Madness stuff. We start seeing these buzzer beaters. We've seen some of them already. So, there's probably only going to be more madness, and I'm ready for all of it.
I know, man. It's kind of crazy. Usually we don't get so much madness in like the smaller conference tournaments, but I'm blanking out on who it was. For some reason, I know the player's name, Jean Baptiste.
Yeah, I had the other side. I had +2.
What team is that? Damn, what team was that? I'm blanking out because I really love that team. Furman. It was Furman.
Yeah.
Yes, Furman, baby. Watch out for them. Your typical 13-14 seed in the tournament. They're going to get matched up against like a shitty team like freaking Auburn, and they're going to beat them in the first round.
Did you just say Auburn's? Okay, very good, very good.
You know what I mean. Anyway, let me set the room before we get into all the games we're going to go through today. Support for Off the Rim is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped recently launched the ultimate men's hygiene bundle, the Performance Package. Join all of us and 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped, and we got an exclusive offer for you. 20% off. Free worldwide shipping with the code you see in front of you right now. That's at manscaped.com. And if my math is correct, guys, 4 million men is about 8 billion clean balls worldwide, fellas. Let's go. Let's get right into it. What's the first game on the slate? We got Boston College, BC versus Wake Forest, -10. ACC tournaments, the second round or first round?
This is the second round. BC won yesterday in dominating fashion, so they're coming in hot. Before we get into this game, quick thing someone just asked in the comments, didn't Furman lose yesterday? They did. Chattanooga hit the half.
It was Chattanooga.
Beat Furman.
Yes, it was that game. There we go. Amazing. Chattanooga. I've always loved them anyway. Back to this. All right. Wake Forest, Boston College. I'll actually start off with this one, guys. Wake Forest is -10 today. Wake Forest, one of probably the better teams in the ACC, other than obviously Duke. And from what Joe Lunardi is predicting, Wake doesn't need to win this tournament to make the doesn't need to win their conference tournament to make the tournament. They are a bubble team and probably going to get a spot. They're the #1 against the spread team in the ACC. It's not close. They're better against the spread than Duke is. Today they face BC, who's one of the bottom teams in the league, but they'd get the win yesterday. And it's a -10 spread. I'm going to roll with the Demon Deacons here. I know it's a -10 spread. It's a lot of double digits in a tournament time, especially with the team that just played yesterday versus a team that kind of had to wait and got that first round bye. It's a little scary, but I'm rolling Wake Forest -10 here. It's actually one of my favorite plays of the day. Alpha, scroll it to you.
I'm on the opposite side, man. I'm on BC again. I was on them yesterday. They had such a dominating performance. Going off what you said, Wake Forest definitely does not need to win anything to make the NCAA tournament. They're coming in 23-8. They're 15 games positive, 13-7 in the ACC. They're 100% getting into the tournament either way. Boston College needs to fight. Every game is their last. They know that. They have no chance. Ashton Langford, their point guard, has been unbelievable, and they won by 20 yesterday. They're going to come out hot, and I'm going to take them +10. I think they get a little bit of a lead, and Wake Forest does win this in the second half and wins about 5 or 6. Does cover that 10, in my opinion. Slam, any action on the BC Wake game?
Yeah, man. The total is sitting at 141.5. I see it open at 143. Now it's dropped a couple points there. Wake Forest hasn't played a game since March 2nd. I can see some regression here from the offense for Wake Forest. As you know, they score a lot of points. In Boston College, I think they get up for this game, but I think they get up in a defensive fashion. Most of the games that they win and cover, all the games go under. So I think if Boston College has a chance, it has to hit the under. So I like the under in the spot. Do I trust Boston College on a back-to-back? No, I can't do it. But I think this will go under, and hopefully, if it goes under, I think Boston College gets a cover.
I like your angle. I like your angle on it.
Sure. BBB,
Yeah,
anything on this?
I agree with you, Slam. I think this is an under spot. We saw last time these two teams played, Wake Forest blew them out by about 30 points. But I think Wake Forest is going to be wanting to push the ball. But like you said, they haven't really played in a while. Probably come out a little sloppy. I think Boston College, they know, look, we can't be trying to trade buckets with them. We saw what happened last time. They actually played twice this year, and when they played the other time, I'm pretty sure it was like a 4-point game. So, obviously they know we got to keep it slowed down. We can't be trying to, keep it up. So I think they slow this game down. I like the under at 141. Obviously there's some good money coming in on it because that line has moved down a couple points. So I'm going to be rocking with the under. I could see a Boston College cover, but I'm gonna go with the under. I just like that one a little bit more.
Yo, I like that. Boston cover college.
Boston cover college, guys. Boston cover college.
All right, boys. Let's jump.
All right, let's move it on. What do we got next? We got Butler, Xavier minus 6.5. This brings us to the Big East tournament. This is the first round. Sorry, just had to look. This is the first round of the tournament, opening day. Butler Bulldogs, not so great of a season, huh? Xavier a little bit better at 18-12. Butler 13-18 on the year. Xavier are the 6.5 faves. Start off with Slam right under me. What do we
Let's
got?
get it, boys.
What are we thinking?
Man. So let's start off with Xavier here. I had big hopes for them this season, but they fell off during conference play. Really bad team, in my opinion. Both these teams aren't that good. Butler's getting plus 6.5. The Butler's a team that kind of lives and dies by the three. If they go cold, it gets really bad because that's all they can do is shoot threes. But, the Xavier team, they don't do the right things. They don't make their free throws. They turn the ball over. I got to take Butler here with the value. Plus 6.5. I like Butler to at least cover this game, if not get up for this game. For a total, it's sitting at 131.5 now. I like Butler and under. I think this goes under, and Butler gets to cover. BBB, anything on this game?
Yeah, honestly, I like Xavier here. I think that, being on kind of like a tournament bubble-ish range here, they're going to have to make a run here. They may even have to win the tournament, to be honest, to be able to get in. So there's a lot more for them to play. Butler, they have to win the tournament to do it. And like you said, they're pretty reliant on the three. I think they come out, and if they can keep it close early, then maybe it's a close game and it stays tight. But I think if Xavier can jump out early, they might just lie down and we see this be a blowout. So I'm going to be rocking with Xavier, and I'll take the points here.
I like your angle. I agree with you on Xavier, but both of these teams, guys, have been so bad against the spread. You take a look at Butler and Xavier, 14-17 ATS, 15-17 ATS. Both these teams sitting under 500. That means neither team is executing all year. You're going to see a lot of that today, guys. A lot of first-round matchups and a lot of big tournaments, such as the Big Ten, which we're going over later. It's the lower teams in the conference, so you really have to know these conferences and their tendencies to kind of get a read on this one. I like the under in this matchup. Both teams have just struggled offensively, and they've created tons of turnovers all year long. Let's see what the line is currently at. I had it 132. It's at 131.5, so it's moving down a little. So I'm going to take it to 131.5. Taking a look at public betting percentages, there is sharp money coming in on the under. There is 25% of tickets on the under, but 60% of the money. So the sharps are starting to hit that under. That's why we're seeing the total move, riding that out. One of my favorite plays today. Hefe, any action?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna side with Slam here and take the dog. I'm gonna take the plus 6.5. Like you said, neither of these teams are superbly impressive. They're kind of on a roller coaster, up and down. A little more ups for Xavier than Butler. Butler's lost 5 in a row. Xavier 1-4 in their last 5. That's straight up against the spread. They're both in the bottom half of their conference. But I think, there's something for a team having their back against the wall. It's conference play. Butler loses this game, their season is over. So
Xavier, essentially.
Yes, so Xavier's essentially right. But when you're a three-point shooting team like Butler is, you live and die with that. And today they're going to be hoisting them, and I expect them to make more than they miss. I don't think they win outright, but I think they can cover the 6.5 here. I'm going to roll with the Butler.
Always remember, guys, too, these games are in Madison Square Garden. A lot of hype around these, a lot of crowd. So emotions do take a play in these.
Point. Moving on. Ole Miss, Mizzou. Ole Miss -4. This is the first round of the SEC. These teams suck. Mizzou's 11-20 on the year. Ole Miss 13-18 on the year. This is just a lot of money. I'm seeing 72.9% of the public is on Ole Miss -4, and rightfully so. Ole Miss has lost 4 in a row coming into today. Let's go with Alpha. You haven't started one yet today. What do you think about this SEC matchup?
Not the most exciting one for me to kick off, guys. This is the one game on the slate I don't have any action on. These teams, neither of it's impressed me, and I have not followed either of these teams this year. With so much action on the slate today, I like to target on these massive slates, team that I have some familiarity with, and this matchup is just not one for me. So I'm holding off on this one. BBB, any action?
Yeah, guys, I love Missouri here. This is a team that's had a disappointing year, but they have the talent. They just have not been able to compete up to their. We've seen flashes from them. I'm from Missouri, so I follow them. I'm not a Missouri fan, so there's not really bias, but I have a lot of Missouri friends that are fans, and they've just underperformed. It's simple as that. They have plenty of talent, though. Some of these guys that they're on their team, I've watched play in high school. I know they got a freshman, Anton Brookshire, who was like a huge recruit, came there. So they're just underperforming, but we've seen flashes of them. I think they get it done here. They beat this Ole Miss team twice. I think they do it a third time. And, getting points is just, it's great. I'll take the 4 points. I'm probably going to sprinkle some on the money line as well. I think they get it done here. Slam, you have anything on this one?
I'm with you there, man. Missouri's beat this team twice this year. They're getting +4 with some value there. I know it's a neutral site. And Kobe Brown has been playing good for this team. I think Missouri gets up for this game, man. I'm taking the value here +4. Not an exciting game to kind of watch because both these teams kind of.
It's going to be ugly,
in my opinion. So just bet Missouri +4, and don't watch the game, don't sweat. That's all I got.
I'm not going to waste any of you guys' time. I'm with Alpha on this one. This is a skip game for me. Both of these teams are basura. That's Spanish for garbage. Sadly,
Chad
one of them
seems to agree too. Chad seems to agree too. We have Zach Betts in the chat who says these teams are both garbage. We agree, Zach. Thanks for stopping in, man.
Yeah, thank you, sir. And this is just it's sad that one of these teams wins and we have to see them again tomorrow. So sorry. Anyway, we'll move it on. But before we do, we got what do we got? 1, 2, 3. We got 4 more games, guys, that we have slated to talk about. If there's any games that you guys want us to talk about in the chat, put them in there. We're here for you. Make sure you do that, and we're going to get to them. We got a lot of stuff to do, but before we do, reset the room and thank the people who make this show possible, our friends over at Manscaped. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code you see in front of you right now at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Use the code. You see, people, you want 20% off this? You want 20% off what? What's that? No. The what?
How do you use it?
Oh, it's dead actually.
No flashlight today.
I haven't charged it, but I'll tell you one thing.
Because he's been using it so much.
Because I was about to say, because I use it and I forgot to charge it. So at least I'm using it. And all I could say is silky smooth. Perfection. Anyway, unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped, people. As 4 guys in front of you right now who use these products and the others that they send us in the performance hygiene bundle.
I used it.
I can only say, man, from like personal experience, it's been faster, quicker, and easier than any other tools I've ever used on myself before. And that's nothing that nobody has to pay me to say. That's my honest opinion.
100%. It's one of those products where I used to hear it on the radio. I always wanted one. Never was like, oh, maybe I'll buy it. Maybe I won't. Finally got it. Wish I would have bought it earlier. Definitely a great product. But boys, enough about the you-know-what razor. We're going to get into the best matchup of the day. For me, my favorite play, Clemson versus Virginia Tech. BBB, I'll let you kick this one off. What do you think about this matchup?
Yeah, this is one where honestly, I'd like to do it with this team all the time with Virginia. I like the unders on them. They just are an under machine. They play great defense. We've seen them. They're the team where you turn on your TV, it's like 5 minutes left. It's like 45-47. And you're like, am I watching a women's high school basketball game or something? Like, what's going on here? And so, I mean, they've always been an under machine. It's just the style of basketball they play. It's not going to change. They win games on good defense. So I think I like it here. It's not like my favorite play, but I definitely like it. Slam, you got anything on this one?
Yeah, man. Looking at the comments, shout out to my boy Krish, man. It's awesome, man. He's in the chat. What's up, boy? Yeah, man. Let's go to this game. Clemson versus Virginia Tech. I like the under as well. Alpha, I know you gave out the under. I'm with you.
I actually have not. I said it's my favorite play today and been waiting to give out that under. But yes, Slam is now giving that out. Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Head-to-head matchups. Clemson is – not head-to-head matchups. The under is 27-1 in the last Clemson games on the last Wednesday, I guess. Last 28 Wednesdays. It's kind of a weird trend here.
What are you reading, bro?
Last 28 Wednesday games.
What? Stop it. Every
Did
time
you just throw out Did you just throw out a stat for Wednesdays?
Yeah, I just saw a weird trend. I'm just throwing out.
What about days that it's raining?
All right. I'm going to cut you off here. I have some good stuff on this, guys. Clemson and Virginia Tech have played a couple weeks ago. The game had a total of 124 points. Both these teams play with extremely low pace, extremely low. And that one, the total in that one that was a little elevated at the end of the game due to some late fouling, but it stayed under comfortably the whole entire time. This one we should stay in the 115 to 120 range and have some insurance. So give me the under. It's my favorite play today by far.
I was going to say that.
I'm right there with you guys. Virginia Tech, number one under team in the ACC. 58% of their games go under. That's 18-13 record on the year. And honestly, Clemson right there, 46% of their games go under. They have a 17-15 record on the under. So both of their styles of play kind of indicate that we're going to go get an under. So I'm with the squad here. We're going to roll and root for no points.
Let's go, baby. All misses, and that's what Clemson does. Remember that they played yesterday. They will have some tired legs as well. And VT is the king of slowing the game down. Excited for this matchup. It's going to be awful. It's going to be so boring to watch, but it should be good for our bet.
Yeah, I never. Do you guys watch games when you have the under? Because I never do.
Yes.
Yep. It's the most stressful shit.
The best thing you can do is just come in with like 4 minutes left or something, and then just sweat out the last 4 minutes.
No, see, I'm that asshole.
When it's a free throw game, guys, it's the most stressful shit.
That's where I'd rather sweat out the last 4 minutes. I can't stress the whole game, and my heart will explode or something.
I'm a full game
stressor.
But that leads us to our next game because that's going to – oh, no, the one after is another full game stressor. I have a side on this one. Slam, we have DePaul. We have St. John's. What are you liking in this matchup?
I like DePaul in this one, man. DePaul has been somewhat playing pretty well, man. They have one guy on there, Freeman Liberty. No one's really talking about him. He's been scoring 20. He's been scoring 25 points the past 5 games, double digit. He's been in the double digits the past 10 games. He's been putting on for this team. They're getting plus 4.5, man. I like the value with them. I know they beat St. John's a couple weeks ago.
They did.
It was 99-90, I believe. So I mean, potential revenge spot here for St. John's, but I like DePaul to get up for this game, man. They have one guy that's been balling, and I think this team will be active dogs tonight. And I like the value here, plus 4.5.
I do too. I'm going to jump in here, Slam, and give you guys that DePaul is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're the 6th best team in college basketball against the spread. They're coming in at 20-10, hitting at 67% against the spread, and they are very familiar with this St. John's team. You're going to give me 4.5 points, so I have room in case they lose. Give me DePaul. Love this play. My second favorite play of the night. They should get this done. They should win this one outright. Hefe, any action?
Right there with you guys. DePaul plus 4.5. We're going to buy it up to 5 at minus 120. Like Alpha said, DePaul's the best against the spread team in the Big East. Covering
6th in the country.
No. Oh, yeah, but they're the best in the conference.
Big East
right now.
and 6th in everybody.
And 6th in the country. They're covering at a 66.7% rate. Their opponents today, St. John's, is not even 500 against the spread at 14-15. That's just a little bit below 50% at 48%. I'm going to take the value with the points, buy it up to 5, and feel pretty good about this one. I'm a little surprised we're getting this many points with a team that's so good against the spread.
But they don't ever win. They're 15-15. They win 50%, but they lose a ton of games close. That's the issue. And the battle in this one, guys, like Slim said, is Freeman Liberty versus Justin Champagny from St. John's, who's their leading scorer. A guy who's averaging 22 a game versus a guy who's averaging 20 a game. So we should see a showdown and a one-on-one battle tonight because they will be guarding each other. Same thing we've seen in all these matchups. Whichever one of them wins the one-on-one battle, their team wins the game.
Very well put. All right, let's move it on, boys. We're moving on to Minnesota, Penn State.
Big Ten.
Big Ten, Alpha's favorite conference. So with that being said, I leave it to you, my friend. What do you got?
So we unfortunately have to watch the bottom barrel of the Big Ten tonight. We have Minnesota coming in 13-16 versus Penn State, who was 12-16. Penn State's big man, John Harrar, has been awesome as of late, and so is Pickett from Penn State. But on the other side, Battle from Minnesota has been carrying that team, and they're playing a lot of games that are really close. In this matchup, guys, it's another under spot for me. Neither team has done particularly well on offense, and both teams like to slow it down. It's an extremely low total. It's at 125.5, but that's exactly right. These teams are going to grind it out, defensive battle, similar to what we just saw between Rutgers and Penn State on Sunday the other day. That game was extremely low, all defense. Neither team could get it going. It's just the type of game that Penn State makes you play. So give me the under 125.5, another play I love today. Slam, any action in the Big Ten showdown?
Man, both these teams are ass. I mean, as you know, like Penn State is a great home team, but this is a home team, and it's a neutral court.
Yep.
I think this line is where it needs to be. I think Minnesota gets up for this game. I like the points here, but it's hard for me to give an official play.
Especially because both these teams are so dead. Neither of these teams have a chance at the NIT. Neither of these teams have a chance at the NCAA tournament. You're looking at teams that are 3 games below 500 and 4 games below 500. Neither of these teams have just been good. Minnesota's 4-16 in conference. 4-16 in conference. Penn State 7-13, not much better, but they have done better. But these teams are both garbage. It's bottom barrel day, guys, and a lot of bottom barrel teams produce low scores. So I see a lot of coaches on this show today.
I got a joke for you, Alpha. I didn't realize Syracuse was located in Ireland because they are Dublin, Florida State.
You took my joke. I love it, baby. They're taking them to
Syracuse boys. Gave it out on our chalkboard.
That's insane.
Guys, go follow us on Chalkboard. I gave out Syracuse max play today, so that was easy.
Sorry, I just had to say that. I'm rolling with Penn State here, -3, guys. Penn State second best against spread in the Big Ten, which is not an easy thing to do at all. I mean, there's some big time teams in here. For them to be the second best ATS team, hitting at 57%, only behind Iowa, I'm gonna roll with them. Both of these teams have been struggling straight up. Both are 1-4 in their last 5. But I'm getting Penn State at 3. I'm comfortable with that. I'm gonna roll with them here. I'm gonna roll with the Nittany Lions.
Let's get it.
Love it, love it.
All right, chat.
Whoa. BBB, you gave out a play on that one, right?
No, I did not. I like Penn State.
Hefe's the worst.
Hefe, yeah. I mean, look, I'll allow it since he's on the same side as me. So, I mean, I trust Hefe's breakdown just as much as mine. So, I mean, I think we're getting a discounted line here simply because of the last 3 games that Penn State has lost. But if you look at it a little more closely, like they lost to a good Rutgers team at home, Illinois, and then a Nebraska team that's been on fire out of nowhere. So, I think that we're getting a little bit too much of like a recency bias on this one because, last time they played, which was, February 17th, they won by 20 plus. They're a good free throw team. So I think if it does come down to the nitty gritty at the end, I think they knock the free throws down and then get this cover.
All I heard you say was Rutgers a good team, so I'm going to agree with you.
Can I move on now?
Shit. Yeah, go.
Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. All right, guys. This is the last game that we have written on our slate. But
and then we have one more to add. I'm sorry, I didn't put it in the chat. We have Portland. We had a comment in the chat. Forget who asked. Somebody asked us earlier to add here we go. Renee, R-E-N-E, Renee or Reen asked us to cover the Portland State game. So after this game, we will get to the Portland State game like we promised. Woo! Any comments, guys? Put them in the chat. We're here for you.
All right, guys. Well, we are back in the ACC tournament. We got Louisville. We got Virginia. One team, Virginia, is 18-12. The other team, Louisville, is 13-8. And that is why Virginia is a 6-point favorite. Slam, start us off.
Oh, shit. I'm not even ready for this one.
Unbelievable. The guy
Beautiful.
makes
I'm going to start off, guys. We have Louisville versus Virginia in this one. We all know what you get in a Virginia game, guys. They have Kihei Clark as their point guard, and that's about it. They slow the game down. They limit possessions. That is Virginia's style of basketball. Louisville coming in off a back-to-back impressive win yesterday. They're going to have some tired legs, and you guys already know where I'm going with this one. I am all over the under in this game. Let me get the live line. Virginia's a team I like to play the under every single year just because of their style. The under is currently at 122. We're seeing another extremely low total, but these teams have played each other before, and those games have all low. Give me the under, 122.5, one of my favorite plays.
BBB.
Yeah, guys, I like the under here as well. I mean, I think it's just I can't trust either of these teams. Louisville's got a lot of talent, but they've gone through so much this year, losing their coach and everything. I don't trust them to. They've burned me so many times this year where they just fall apart. But I also don't trust Virginia to cover the -6. So I like the under here. Like Alpha said, he broke it down perfectly. That's the style of basketball they play. So I won't be surprised at all if this goes way under. Slam.
Man, yeah, I'm with you guys on the under. Looking at the record for neutral side games, both teams are Louisville's 3-0 on neutral side, Virginia's 2-0 on neutral sides. I like Virginia and the under here. I think they get it done. Louisville's off not a close win yesterday, but they're off a win against Georgia Tech. Could see some time.
They almost blew a big lead. They almost blew a big lead in that second half yesterday.
They did. I saw Georgia Tech creeping back because I actually had
They were. I was so excited. So did I. I thought they were going to come back in that one. The problem with Georgia Tech yesterday is their two best players were suspended for partying the night before. So you didn't know that until tip-off. Then those guys, they came in like halfway through the half, but they were clearly hungover. They played like absolute garbage. They didn't care. Their season was over. That's something you got to watch out here, guys. How much do teams actually care? Because we saw with Georgia Tech yesterday, they showed up not wanting to play that game at all. Half their team was suspended from partying and drinking in NYC the night before. They were clearly hungover. It was an absolute nightmare.
I'm rolling with Virginia. Virginia is not Louisville, and Louisville is terrible against the spread. They are 10-20 on the year. Virginia plays at a better pace, better team. I'm going with Virginia -6. Let's get to the game that the chat asked us about before we get to best bets.
30-minute tip. 30-minute tip, guys.
Portland State, Idaho State. It is one of the next games to tip. It's a 2:00 Eastern Standard tip. This is the Big Sky first round. Portland State -4.5. They're 12-16 on the year, and Idaho State is 7-22 on the year. Guys, I'm fading Idaho State here. They are the worst team in the Big Sky against the spread, 11-16 on the year, while Portland State is actually positive against the spread on the year, hitting in 54% of their games, 14-12 record. I'm going to do the -4, buy up a half point, make it a -120. Portland State -4 is my play for this one.
My friend Renee, I'm not playing this game. I would recommend going Portland State. That's the side that I would take, but there's no way I'm putting my hard-earned money on this matchup. I'm going to tell you right now. I don't know a single player on either of these teams. Looking through it kind of quickly, there's no kind of edge I could see right off the bat. So I'm laying off, my friend. I'm not familiar with these teams, or else I'd give you a better read. I just don't watch a lot of Portland State and Idaho State.
Oh, then you obviously don't have the Big Sky package, and that's a shame.
I do not.
Yeah, it's a shame. Ezekiel Alley's a baller.
There you go. He's a baller.
There he is.
All right, guys. Well, before we get into best bets, let me reset the old room and tell you guys why we get to be here for the next 3 days talking to you everything about college basketball. It's because of MANSCAPE. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code you see in front of you right now at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Use the code you see in front of you. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job, like these with MANSCAPE. Guys, I know we do a lot of MANSCAPE reads on here, but it's only because we truly believe in this stuff. The trimmers are waterproof. They reduce odor. The lawnmower trimmer helps reduce nicks. There's reduced risk of ingrown hairs, and there's just reduced risk of any type of grooming accidents. And believe me, for all you fellas out there, the last word you want associated with any type of grooming down here is the word accident. So
100%.
Do the right thing and reduce that risk by investing in yourself and the folks over at MANSCAPE. Use the code you see in front of you right now, and I promise you guys will not be disappointed. It's time to take care of yourself, so go to manscaped.com, get 20% off plus free shipping worldwide with our code ATSSPOT. With that being said, bring us in, Alpha.
All right, boys, we're going Geo Baker to Ron Harper. Best bets, college basketball, Rutgers style for you guys. Going number 1, Clemson VT under 131, my favorite play on the slate. My second play is going to go with DePaul plus 5 at minus 120. Remember, they're 6th in the nation against the spread. My third and final best bet is that Louisville, Virginia under 125.5. BBB, tell the people what you got.
Yeah, guys, I'm going to be rocking with Missouri plus the 4. I think they went outright. I'm going to be sprinkling on the money line as well. I like DePaul plus 4.5 as well. It's another one I could see winning outright. I'm going to lay off the money line there. And then last but not least, I'm going to be rocking with. I'm going to go Penn State minus 3.5. That's what we're going. That's what we're going with.
All right, I'll go.
What do you want? Oh.
My turn, boys.
Go.
I just hyped up my tweet. This is my favorite play of the slate, guys. It's a max 2-unit play. Our first max was Syracuse. Easy win there. We didn't go over this game, but I'm going to the Rice and Charlotte game. The line is sitting at minus 2.5. Total is 140.5. I see 80% of the public riding Charlotte right now, and I like Rice. I like Rice plus the 2.5.
Yeah, they got that really good scorer, right? What's his name from Rice?
His name is I can't think of it on top of my head, but
Jasmine.
Yeah, Jasmine, that guy.
Jasmine Rice, definitely.
Jasmine Rice.
Anyways, well, I'm taking Rice plus the 2.5. That is my next 2-unit max there.
Very good. Very good.
Boys, I'm on DePaul plus the 4.5.
That was so funny.
I can't believe I said I like Rice. God damn it.
And fell right into my Jasmine.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll be back for all about
Slam just goes, yeah, Jasmine. Alpha goes, Jasmine Rice. Anyway, guys, my turn for best bets. I got 4, and 2 of them we haven't even went over. I'm rolling with Wake Forest minus 10. I'm rolling with DePaul plus 5. And for the 2 that we didn't go over, I'm targeting Georgia Vandy. And I'm going to go with Vandy minus 8. Georgia's last against the spread in the conference in the SEC. They're just flat out awful. I think Vandy and Scottie Pippen Jr. over there are going to figure out a way to get this game done and win by 8 or more. And then the last one that we didn't go over is in the Pac-12, Cal versus Washington State. Somebody needs to explain to me why Cal is plus. Are they still plus 8? I'm just looking for it. Yes. Why California is plus 8. I get they're 12-19 on the season, and Washington State is 18-13. But Cal is number 1 against the spread in the Pac-12. In the entire conference, they're the best against the spread team. They ain't going to win, but if you're going to give me the number 1 against spread team in the conference with 8 points, I'm going to take it. Cal plus 8, Vandy minus 8, DePaul plus 5, Wake minus 10. Those are my 4 best bets.
Boom. All right. FA, let them know about OTB and get us the heck out of here so I can watch this.
Guys, I would tell you we got a short, small OTB today, but I'd be wrong because we have a mega NBA slate, 12 games going over every single freaking game. Long show, hella long show, big time. 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. We better see all you people there. Same time, same place for Off the Rim tomorrow, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard. Let's do it, boys. Thank you to Manscaped. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and we'll see you in a couple hours, and we'll